Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. We're taking a look at a new brawler style game called HeroesGo. It is a new game currently in closed beta. It is a fantasy RPG but three-dimensional brawler. You can see the different classes available. I'm going to be playing a Mage, which is a huge surprise to anyone that's been watching our videos lately. Going through the character creation process, it's fairly quick and straightforward. There's not too much customization. In fact, I'm probably just going to hit random a few times to get a look I want. Looks like I don't see an option to switch between male and female. That's okay, I don't really care. You can see some of the different options here. Or you can hit random, go, hey, there we go. Black, yellow, and blue. That's a great combination right there. And let's get into the game, check it out. This is a brawler-style combat game, so think side-scrolling other fighters. Although this one is three-dimensional, you can go left, right, up, down, and you can jump too. In fact, there's even diagonal movement, which I think it's not available in a lot of the games. I actually remember that being an unlock in Avaland, is you can have diagonal movement. It was fancy. There is a story and a lot of text. No voice acting currently, but you can hit escape to skip through it. And you get the dialogues. And thankfully with arrows leading the way. This is the little introductory area just teaching us some of the basics. I'll show it just to show some of the combos, and then get into a dungeon itself. So the controls, you got C for jump, and then you have X for your basic attack. I have a blink called, that's A, which blinks me backwards, and S for fireball. Z will do a dash, and you can string together different things to create combos. So ZX will be a charge attack. CXXXXX whatever will be a jump in the air and drop fire on their heads. S fireball, S again would drop a series of fireballs. You can see ZC right here, I can kind of do a little forward jump. ZXXX, I could do... Let's see if I can get it. And then, if you hit it 3 or 4 times, there's actually a whole combo for it. 4 X's is your normal attack. I'm not going to do it. I will show off some of them in the next round. But needless to say, there is a combo system, and it seems fairly intuitive. Not too many keys. Also, on the bottom, yeah, we got hotkeys to kind of show us the way too. And that is the 4th part of the X, so that was the X chain. It's actually one of the ones I'm going to use an awful lot because it seems to do a pretty good knockback. And, of course, it Kamehameha on the 4th attack. So let's skip forward to walking around town and look at a dungeon. Alright, here we are in the starting city. Got the map pulled up. You can see all the different locations on the map. There also is the village here, and then there is going to be kind of a pseudo-overworld, which we'll look at in just a touch. See the quest right here. Got L for the quest log, J for, I believe that was character, K for skills. So all of the little hotkeys are towards the bottom right of the screen. Pretty easy and intuitive to figure out. Also, this is not a keyboard and mouse. This is just straight keyboard. You use arrow commands to move. You do not use WASD. Mostly because those are going to be a lot of your combos. And then that also means, since you have your hand on the arrow key, well, no mouse. You use some UI interaction with that. That's pretty much it. So just a little look at the town here. There's quests available. There's merchants you can talk to. Other players. This is an MMO after all. And let's go ahead and go to the overworld. One thing is you can see top left of next to my quest, which is near the center right, just directions everywhere. It actually shows what I gotta do. It's how far and what direction. Ah, good. I found it. And here's kind of the overworld. There's the village I was just at, and you can go down here. And this is the different areas. Oh, look, we got Stonehenge. You go in here. These are the different dungeons available to me. I'm currently in the first dungeon. And then you can open up this. And of course... Oh, man, they're right on top of me. Like I said, though, the X chain seems to do lots of knockbacks, thankfully, because they were right on me. Just kind of move on forward. Looks like everybody's dead. First room's fairly straightforward. This dungeon, most of these seem to take about 5 to 15 minutes. I'm not sure if that gets longer at higher levels or in group content, but about the time length you'd expect for just kind of a normal quest in maybe another MMO like WoW or something like that. I'm going to be using terrain right here. They're going to have to come down the edge like that and then walk towards me, so figures it makes sense I'll just sit there and spam my knockbacks. And there we go. And there's the fireballs, that's the S's. And for the skill tree, as you level up, you'll get skill points, and you can actually add to your combos. I actually just got a third attack to my fireball chain. Fireball does use mana, you'll see the little blue bar. My X chain, my normal attacks do not. These are kind of like, they're kind of like melee attacks, only I'm using a magical weapon. And as you clear a room, the next room opens up. I was just checking to see if there's any secrets over there. Yeah, I like exploring things. One of the reasons why Bioshock Infinite is taking me 20-30 hours. Gotta explore it all. Combat at this point in the game is pretty straightforward and easy. I can only assume it's going to ramp up in difficulty, maybe harder monsters or more of them. And they actually did get a hit off of me, and it looks like you do get kind of stunned too, so if you get hit, it could hurt. It does count your combo hits. I don't think it's quite like Devil May Cry, where it rates your creativity on your combo usage. And that was the jump and spam, but that is CXX chain. The only other one I'll show towards the end of the boss fight in here is the ZX. For the most part, though, this is your straightforward. This is kind of the meat of my class, just spamming this. And that is not the fireball action, that is the X chain, that is my staff attacks. You had space to grab something, by the way, because that one took me a minute. Even though there was a little hotkey telling me, it just took a second to figure that one out. You also see I can use potions too that are tied to the F keys. There are critical hits too, so you can get crits. It's not just straightforward always. So 2 kind of magic missiles, and then we'll chain lightning, and then Kamehameha. Yeah, that's it. Oh, change directions. I was facing the wrong way. This seems to be the higher damage attack for one target, but definitely the just straight up X chain seems to go for multiple targets. And this should be the last room coming up. Boss in purple, yep. And the music suddenly gets a little more metallic. Oops, that's also got a cooldown, so I wasted mana and I put it on cooldown. And again, you can attack diagonally, which I think it's usually not in too many brawlers, so it's kind of another element to the game. Again, I'm going to be kind of taking advantage of terrain here, sitting on the side, so they have to kind of come around and then flank me. Hey, if the brawling gets a little harder, you got to use things like that to your advantage. In this case, well, it wasn't really a hard fight. That knockback is really helpful. I think if they wanted to increase difficulty, they could probably just make it so the bosses ignore the knockback or something like that. But this is an MMO, it's low level, does not represent high level difficulty. Plenty of games you start off with just one shot, kill everything, and then by the end of it you're just crying uncle at every fight. Thinking of like Final Fantasy XI, where soloing an equal level guy at all was almost impossible. There was the dash forward attack. See if I can do it again. Oh, never mind, I'll just kill him. And that's pretty much it for the dungeon. After you complete it, it'll take a few seconds to go and register. They'll have a little chat down at the bottom. And then there will be treasure chests. Not like the first dungeon where you just got one big one. This one has 4 of them, you pick one. Just got away from the comment, I wanted to show that off. Also, you get a rating system too, and looks like I completed 2 of the 3 achievements in this dungeon. And I can pick one chest. Which, there we go, I got all the items from that. And that's pretty much it. I pick the town, turn the quest in, and then go do another dungeon. Fun little brawler game with a little bit of fantasy RPG mixed into it. Look it up, check it out. It's currently in the closed beta, so stay tuned to more information. It's called HeroesGo. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Home sweet home.